But there are even more amazing fish who play an important role in keeping our reefs healthy. One of them is the parrotfish. Funny name for a fish, but they get their name because of their parrot beak-shaped teeth and mouth. There are many different types of parrotfish, but you will always be able to recognize them because of the shape of their mouth. Some have a mesmerizing blue turquoise color. The parrotfish is actually one of the most important fish of our Caribbean coral reefs. But why is that? The coral reef needs a hard surface to grow on, but there is algae that competes against the corals in that process. There are bad algae that grow corals and ultimately kill them. The parrotfish is a herbivore, meaning he only eats plant material, like a vegetarian. He eats the algae and by doing so automatically cleans the corals and allows the reef to expand. Another interesting fact about parrotfish is that by using their beak-shaped teeth to scrape the algae off, they will also consume small amounts of rock. These rocks are then processed by the fish's stomach and transformed into grains of sand. So, when the parrotfish poop, new sand is actually added to the ocean floor. Some very large parrotfish can produce up to 320 kilos or 700 pounds of sand each year. But now let's talk about one of the most important and also most endangered groups of animals of our reefs: corals. Coral reefs color our underwater world. Their beauty captivates us. Their diversity astounds us. We build aquariums to house these treasures, but their greatest value lies in the natural world. A system that supports thousands of species by making efficient use of often scarce nutrients. Right here in front of us, we're able to observe different kinds of coral, like the brain coral right below the window. As the name already tells you, these corals have a grooved surface which resembles a brain. It is very important to understand that coral is not a rock nor a plant. They are animals. In other words, they grow, reproduce, and eat. Unfortunately, many corals are dying. Why? Because of us, humans. Pollution caused by human activity, climate change, increased water temperatures, and chemical-based sunscreens all negatively affect corals. Coral reefs are important for many different reasons. They provide habitats and shelter for many marine organisms. They supposedly contain the most diverse ecosystems on the planet, and they also protect coastlines from the damaging effects of wave action and tropical storms. The Sea Aquarium Park collaborates with Coral Restoration Foundation Curacao by helping the Staghorn and Elkhorn coral grow on the tree-like structure hanging further in the back. Although corals are animals, the restoration process works a little bit like with plants. The corals are cut into little pieces, and those pieces are attached to the coral tree. On the tree, the corals will grow at a much greater speed, because they are far away from the predators and diseases on the ground. They are closer to sunlight and they are hanging in a continuous water current, which means there are more nutrients passing by for them to eat. Once the coral fragments are big enough, they are ready to be placed back onto the reef on different affected spots around the island of Curacao. Now, you might ask yourself, how can you help protect the beautiful coral reef? There are some simple things you can take into consideration. Only use reef-friendly sunscreen. Never touch or break corals. Recycle and dispose of your trash properly. Choose sustainable seafood. Support coral restoration initiatives. And of course, spread the word about the importance of corals. We hope you've enjoyed the Ocean Lens experience and that you will leave with new knowledge and a beautiful underwater memory. If you share pictures or videos on social media, we would appreciate it if you tag us at Ocean Lens Curacao. If you have any further questions or remarks, don't hesitate to ask our tour guide, who is waiting for you at the surface. Thank you very, very much for your visit and have a wonderful day. Welcome inside the unique Ocean Lens. You are now at a depth of 5 meters or 17 feet below the surface. Please make yourself comfortable and enjoy the view while listening to this audio presentation, which will give you interesting facts and information about the marine life you will observe. Now it's time to relax and learn a little bit more about this unique underwater observatory. To your right, you can see a blue feeding bucket with holes in it. The Ocean Lens project started over 6 years ago as an initiative to protect larger predatory fish by feeding them the leftover fresh fish from the Sea Aquarium Park and attracting them to this safe environment. Over time, more and more fish were recruited into larger schools. With the construction of the Ocean Lens itself in March 2019, we are now able to observe these species of fish growing in front of our eyes. This positive initiative helps our guests to learn more about the wild marine life of the island of Curacao, and also ensures that these large schools will keep reproducing and keep repopulating